Some call it the business of the 21st century. Many call it the recession-proof business. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett called it simply the best investment I ever made. It's an industry that has grown steadily for the past 20 years, jumping over 91% in just the past 10. An industry that enjoys annual sales of over $30 billion in the US and over $100 billion worldwide. An industry called direct selling. And for the 13 million Americans and 55 million people worldwide who are part of it today, business is booming. Why is business booming? There are 4 reasons. Word-of-mouth advertising, the home-based business boom, low risk, high return, and no experience required. As citizens of the information age, we're constantly bombarded by messages, TV, print, billboards, banner ads. The reality is that we just don't trust the media overload anymore. But we do still trust the personal recommendations of our friends and family. It's a simple fact of human nature every Hollywood producer knows well. Nothing sells better than a friend's recommendation. Call it referral marketing, word of mouth, one-to-one. Whatever you call it, it's big business, and it's what's driving direct selling. Instead of paying millions for traditional advertising, direct selling companies pay the people who use, love, and enthusiastically talk about their products and services. These person-to-person recommendations might take place at work, in a coffee shop, on the phone, on the internet, or anywhere. Legendary management expert and best-selling author Tom Peters calls direct selling the first truly revolutionary shift in marketing. A generation ago, the safest path to financial success was to go to school and get a good job with a good company. Going into business for yourself was risky. Today, it's just the opposite. Today, more than 1 out of every 8 U.S. households contains a home-based business. According to world-renowned economist Paul Zane Pilzer, we're in the midst of a boom in home-based businesses, and it shows no sign of slowing. And working from home means no more commute and no more boss. You get to choose when you work, how you work, and with whom you work. You know, it used to be the only way to secure a pension and good health care coverage was to work as a company employee. Not anymore. Home-based business is not the wave of the future. It's the wave of the present. As a recent Fortune magazine cover story put it, forget the paycheck. Your W-2 days are over. It's a 1099 world now. In fact, recent changes in U.S. tax law have leveled the playing field, giving home-based entrepreneurs the same kind of tax-deferred savings and benefits as corporate employees. What's more, having a home-based business allows you to claim substantial deductions. That can mean significant savings to you. Creating your own business from scratch can be expensive and risky, but not with direct selling. Why? Because the typical direct selling company provides you with all the tools, systems, and training you need to be up and profitable almost immediately, and with low startup costs. This ease of entry makes direct selling a practical, accessible method for millions to earn additional part-time income without having to quit their job. This was the aspect of direct selling that caught the eye of best-selling author and financial planning expert David Bach. The beauty of direct selling is that it's all done for you. All you need to do is find a reputable company that offers a product or service you believe in and can get passionate about. And Jim Collins, best-selling author of Built to Last and Good to Great, sums up the advantages of direct selling this way. This business offers the most systematic way for ordinary individuals to achieve economic success. Perhaps perhaps the strongest reason of all for the stunning success and extraordinary popularity of direct selling is simply this: anyone can do it. Success in direct selling doesn't require any specialized education or business background. You won't find any glass ceilings or gender discrimination either. Worldwide best-selling author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey, says, "It's an entrepreneurial opportunity where people can use their talent and their passion towards a greater good." Direct selling companies have been a part of the American fabric for more than 100 years. But over the last few years, the industry has begun taking off like a rocket as high-profile business experts and Fortune 500 companies have started buying into its phenomenal success. Famed stock market investment expert Warren Buffett startled Wall Street in 2002 when he purchased a major direct selling company through his holding company, Berkshire Hathaway. Buffett now owns 3 direct selling companies and says, "It's the best investment I ever made." And Warren Buffett's not the only one. A steady stream of major investors have seen the future and are buying in. From Hallmark Cards and Reader's Digest to Sir Richard Branson, the billionaire behind Virgin Records and Virgin Atlantic Airways, and Citigroup to Time Warner, everyone is getting on board. And now, you know the reasons why. Your success is driven by word-of-mouth advertising through a home-based business with low risk and high return that anyone can do, regardless of your age, financial status, education, or experience. For the 13 million Americans and 55 million people worldwide already engaged, business is absolutely booming. If you're ready to start building your own direct selling business, please get back to the person who gave you this video presentation.
Now I'd like to show you an interview that I've done with Dr. Charles King, who holds a PhD from Harvard and is a professor of marketing at the University of Illinois at Chicago, who actually teaches network marketing at the university. Dr. King, we're delighted to have you here.
I'm pleased to be here, Tim.
Dr. King, could you tell us a little of your education and your business background?
Tim, I'm a professor of marketing at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I got my bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Texas in Austin, spent a tour of duty with the Exxon Corporation, and then returned to get my doctorate in business administration from Harvard University. More important to this discussion, over the last 6 years, I've been involved in doing research, teaching, and consulting in network marketing.
So coming from such a conservative school, and I know you a little bit, and I know you to be very conservative, what caused you to look at network marketing to begin with?
In 1990, we had a major economic recession in the United States. The Midwest and Chicago particularly were very badly hit. As a result, the interviewers stopped coming to campus. We were graduating hundreds of students a semester, and they weren't getting jobs. Our alumni were coming back to us, losing their jobs, looking for help, and we had nothing to offer them. Now, I started looking, because of my background in business consulting, at alternative career paths. I went out and I looked at starting your own business, at home-based businesses. I looked at franchising. I looked at direct selling. And in the direct selling arena, I backed into network marketing. Now, I was very cynical, skeptical. Tim, I was negative about network marketing. They don't teach network marketing at the Harvard Business School, and I didn't know much about it. The end result was one of my students who was on the team asked me, "Why are you so negative about network marketing?" I looked at that young man and I said, "Son, I know enough to know I don't want to know any more." That student looked at me and he said, "Professor, if I gave you that answer to that question with no more information than you have, you would give me an F." I turned to him and I said, "Son, you're absolutely right. I have no basis for that conclusion. You just made an A." As a result, we went to the library, we went to meetings, and for the next 6 months, we did due diligence on the network marketing industry. I visited the top companies. I talked to network marketing leaders. I became an evangelist. In 1990-91, we started teaching network marketing in the marketing curriculum at the university.
Wow. Was there any resistance from the dean of the school or the alumni?
As it turned out, our dean at the time was a very entrepreneurial operator. He was looking for outreach programs that we could initiate. I had done my due diligence. We were getting good reviews in terms of student responses. So the dean said, maintain your professional profile and let's move forward with network marketing.
What is your view of the industry of network marketing now, and where do you see it going in the future?
Tim, the industry is coming of age. Today we have computer and management information systems, which makes it possible for a network marketing company to organize a sales force so effectively that we can make a sale in Korea in Korean won, instantaneously convert that Korean won sale into US dollar sale, post that to a distributor's commission account in the United States, and pay that distributor in a week. Never before in the history of this industry has that been possible. So we have gone through a dramatic technological wave in the 1980s, the early 90s. I argue now we're moving into the wave of professionalism, and I emphasize professionalism at several levels. Number one, we are seeing more and more professionals, physicians, dentists, attorneys, CEOs, college professors, going into network marketing. Secondly, we're seeing a completely different attitude on the part of the press. The Wall Street Journal, Forbes, the Chicago Tribune, regional dailies around the United States are giving network marketing very positive press. On the other hand, the universities are accepting network marketing as a legitimate channel of distribution. The University of Illinois Chicago has offered the first certificate seminar in network marketing in the history of the industry. The University of Houston is going to be sponsoring network marketing as part of their outreach entrepreneurial programs. We are seeing more and more community colleges setting up network marketing courses on their campuses. So I see this industry growing dramatically over the next 10 years. It's currently a $20 billion industry in the United States. We have 7 to 10 million distributors in operation. We're expanding globally into Asia, into South America, into Europe. The industry is growing at about 10 to 12% a year, in contrast to 3 or 4% for traditional retail sales. So on my view, the industry is absolutely coming of age.
Suppose you run across the super skeptic. What advice do you have for them?
Tim, I would recommend they do precisely what I did. I was a super skeptic. I did my due diligence, I investigated the industry, and I drew my own conclusions. I would suggest to anyone seriously looking at network marketing that they might read a couple of key references, that they might read 2 specific references. First, I would recommend that they read Wave 3 by Richard Poe. Richard Poe puts the industry in perspective in a very readable, enjoyable way. The second book I would suggest the skeptic read is one published in 1998 by Mark and Renee Reed Yarnell, entitled Your First Year in Network Marketing. I strongly recommend that you do your due diligence and then begin to define precisely what role you want to play in the network marketing industry. Set realistic expectations. If there's a single cause for failure in this industry, it's the get-rich-quick syndrome, thinking that you can come into the industry and make enormous sums of money with no work. I argue, by contrast, that if you set realistic expectations, you develop a plan of action to guide your business development, you can be successful.
If someone were to come to your course, whether it's in Houston or whether it's in Chicago, what would they learn?
Tim, what we've tried to do in that program is apply the basic skills of entrepreneurial management specifically to managing a network marketing distributor organization. We start by developing a business plan for a network marketing distributor. The second module, after building on the business plan, is to talk about how you implement the plan. How do you build a downline organization? The third module talks about managing your business, from the idea of managing your organization as you start building 10, 20, 30, 50, several thousand people in your group, on into managing your business as a financial profit machine. Tim, as you can tell, I believe in this industry. For a small financial investment and a commitment in sweat equity, hard work, and dedication, anyone can be successful in network marketing.
And that's coming from a Harvard Business School graduate who was a true skeptic.
Hello, this is Robert Kiyosaki. I'm the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the founder of the Rich Dad Company. I'd like to give a word of endorsement for my friend John Seifert. John Seifert worked with our company, I think, over 5 years. And one of the principles of the Rich Dad Company, or the philosophies, is we like to grow entrepreneurs from within the company. And so John came to us as an employee, but through the Rich Dad system, evolved into a great business leader. So I'm very happy he's out on his own. You know, a lot of companies want you to stay there forever. The Rich Dad Company wants you to leave and go start your own business. So we're kind of Rich Dad's an incubator company for future entrepreneurs. And so John will be doing a seminar in Rochester, New York. So for those of you in the Rochester area, please go and check it out, look at it, find out whether or not the network marketing business is for you. I also wrote this book here called The Business School for people who like helping people. So let me tell you why I endorse network marketing, or why I call it the power of it. The reason for it is, as an entrepreneur, this word here, network marketing, is the key to making a lot of money, to being successful. It's only those people who have an employee mentality, working for a paycheck, or like a specialist or a small business guy who just wants it for themselves. They don't understand the power of network marketing. Now let me give you, this is not just for the network marketing industry. You know, when you talk about television stations, they talk about a television network. That's how big people think. They think in terms of networks. When you talk about radio, they talk about a radio network. And the same thing, my friend owns a series of gas stations. He calls it a network of gas stations. So the rich use the term network a lot. And I know one of the reasons when I started to endorse network marketing is because in many circles it has a negative connotation. And that's because a lot of times people who shouldn't be in the business join the business, or also people abuse the business. But the reason I endorse network marketing is for people who really want to get out of the rat race and really want to get on with, you know, building a business by helping other people build their businesses. So that's why I endorse network marketing. The other reason I endorse it is because network marketing will give you the sales skills or the communication skills or the self-esteem and the emotional courage to go and knock on doors and talk to other people. If you don't have that courage, or you're more afraid of what somebody else thinks of you, you'll probably never be successful at network marketing, but you'll probably never be successful in business anyway. So I love network marketing because network marketing will take an average person like me or John and actually work with you and build you up so you have the personal courage to take the no's, to take the rejection, to not really care what, I mean, you do care, but what other people think of you. You see, the reason people are not successful is they want to follow the herd and do what everybody else does. And 90% of the people on this earth when it comes to money are financial losers. So if you're going to become successful, you cannot care what the thundering herd does. You've really got to break away. My rich dad called it the 90-10 rule. That meant 10% of the people make 90% of the money, and 90% of the people make 10% of the money. So the beauty of network marketing, there's no guarantees, but it gives you the opportunity to be in that 10%. And the way you get in that 10% is to find that person inside of you who cares more of what you think about yourself than you care what other people think of you. So the beauty of network marketing is it gives people the courage, the sales skills, the communication skills to be a leader. And that's what it takes to be successful in the world, is to be a leader. So my friend John Seifert is a great leader. He's been a great worker for us. But it came time for him, and he knew it. It was time for him to spread his wings and go and teach and find the leader inside of him. And that's why, for those of you in the Rochester area, please go listen to what this great man, John Seifert, has to say and find out a little bit more about network marketing and why rich people love network marketing, but poor and incompetent people don't like it. Thank you very much.